Let you know, man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me
What's
out.
going on, family? You guys are so amazing. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS Notes, AOS the podcast. I'm excited to bring this topic, so I'm not going to bum rush you with preliminaries. I'm just going to jump into it. Now, the question of all time, the old fork lower tale was, why do people cheat? That's what people really want to know. Why do people cheat? Now, let me give you a breakdown scenario. It's just a few things, right? This is my opinion. One of the things of the many reasons of why people cheat because they have no integrity. Let's start with that. Integrity is number one, right? Because with integrity is like I would do what I'm supposed to do or what's right when nobody's looking. That's integrity, right? And I get it. Let's look at this. I'm gonna dive deep. I believe that the reason most people cheat, not because the relationship is going sour, that's a, I look at when people say the reason I did what I did was because the relationship is not what it used to be. That's a cop out. That's an excuse. That's an excuse to not deal with the real issue at hand. I get it. I trust me. I'm not hard on people that cheat or people that don't cheat. Neither way, I'm not judgmental. However, the truth of the truth and the facts are the facts. Most people mess around because that is an excuse or a cop out. I don't want I want to get my cake and eat it too. Like that's the main reason, right? I want to still be with my person, but I want to experience some other sexual things with this person because I'm not getting it at home. Versus having the conversation, hey, let's fix this, let's do this, let's do that. And I believe that things will change if you're with a good person. Right? And if they don't want to change or they don't want to make it better, then leave. That's it. Listen, I think that our contract terms have ended. Now it's time for me to go my way, you go your way, period. Now, I think that a lot of people mess up with cheating. And I've heard horror stories in the last couple of weeks, just talking to people randomly, right? I heard some horror stories. Some people like, listen, I've been faithful to my person and I wanted to mess around. I have opportunities to mess around. And this is too, let me drop the sidebar. That makes you so upset when you had the opportunity to mess around, but you didn't, and you're being faithful to this person, and then you come to find out they're cheating on you. Like that's a hard pill to swallow, but you got to swallow the pill. But I've heard horror stories where they've been cheated on and they've been faithful to this person. I mean, faithful. And then they cheated and then come back and then they have sex together and then they catch a STD. I've been faithful and now it's crazy. Right? Now I get it. Now this is on another side of the spectrum too. This is where I'm at. I'm almost 40 years old. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. Right? But one thing I pride myself in, I've never had an STD all 40 years. I count on one hand on my sexual partners. I count on one hand my sexual partners, which is amazing. When I was in high school, I used to get clowned about that. Like in high school, I didn't talk to nobody, no women, nothing. I used to get clowned about that. Like, what, when you get no play? Nah, just never. I was clowned about that. But as I grew older and got more mature, I understood that real women value that. They value that, right? But that's neither here nor there. But I believe that when you get to a mature state, like I am, this is the point I'm making. You get to a mature state where you've seen a lot in life, you've done a lot, but you've experienced a lot as well. And the things that you've seen is now holding you back from doing the very things that's so tempting. Now, I got to keep it funky with you. I don't care who you are, whether you're the bishop, a pastor, a preacher, a church person, you don't believe in God, you believe whatever, you're a stand-up person, it doesn't matter. You can get tempted to the place where you think about doing it. Period. I don't care how good of a woman you are, good of a wife, good of a husband. I don't care. You can get tempted to do the very thing that you don't want to do. That's life, right? However, I know from my stance, I look at it like this. That's why I made that video about the 90-day rule. You're going to wait 90 days to have sex? Go check that video out. I think it'll help you out. But the reason I look at it from my standpoint, being almost 40, I've seen a lot of my friends catch STDs. I've seen one of my friends in particularly I'm not gonna say my friend. It was a guy that we used to work together when I was a merchant marine. He goes overseas, and this and that happens overseas, right? He goes overseas, has some type of sexual experience with a woman, and didn't know he caught herpes. Came back, and before he had opportunity to lay with the woman that he's with, right? What happened was he got tested or whatever. I don't know what happened, right? All I know is he caught herpes, and he spared his woman and didn't give it to her because I guess something transpired, whatever. But when you see certain scenarios like that at my age, it makes you think twice before you be like, it's tempting, but I'm good. I'm straight, right? But ultimately, I believe that cheating is a choice. It's a choice. I believe your attitude is a choice. I believe what you will and what you won't do is a choice. But as it pertains to cheating, it's a choice. I don't really believe that it's a character flaw, right? It is a slash on your integrity, because anything you do when people are watching, if you wouldn't do it when your girl is present and you'll do it when she's not present, that's a slash on your integrity. But most people won't agree, but this is how I look at it. I don't think that it's a character flaw, right? Because we look at most powerful women and men that have been in leadership that have slipped. Why? Because none of us are immune to cheating, or to, however you want to look at it. Maybe you're not in a relationship, right? Nobody is immune to one night stands. Nobody, right? But at the end, the ultimate decision, it boils down to choice. It's your choice. It's like I talked about slavery. I believe that getting into slavery was not a choice, but staying there it does become a choice. Like, I have a choice to stay and live and be mistreated, or to try to run and possibly die. That's a choice. It kills me because everything boils down to in life a choice. I hate when people say it was no choice. Yes, it's always a choice. Just like people that's in jail right now, they have a choice to remain in jail and do their time and then get out when they're supposed to get out, or they can try to escape. It's a choice. At the end of the day, stop allowing people that cheat on you make you feel as if it's your fault. No, it's not your fault. It was their choice to do what they did. Why do people cheat? Because they make the conscious decision. Now, as a byproduct, maybe our relationship is not going good. That's still an excuse of why you cheated. It's still an excuse. But this is the cause root of what led the person to making that decision, right? Maybe the relationship is not right. Maybe you guys argue all the time. Maybe you stop having sex the way that you used to have sex. Maybe the sex is not as good as it used to be. Those are different factors that goes in to why the person cheated. Or I've met so many people like this, and I'm gone. I met so many people like this that say I do everything for this person. I cook, clean, I give them money, I give them sex anytime they want it. I do everything in relationship that I can possibly do to make this relationship work, and they still cheated. It all boils down to this. It's a choice. This is AOS Notes. I'm gone.